Alright, I just, I'm gonna try and keep this quick. Uh, because I have a tendency to ramble on and get distracted easily and lose the topic. Um, but there's two things I want to talk about regarding my channel. First one is that a one of my TTT videos that I made like 3 years ago, and I got like 3 total views. I have to go so fucking far. See, that's what I'm saying, getting distracted. I commented on the game. It got a fucking, it got taken down for, uh, for inciting hate speech and violence. Now, I was kind of pissed off at this, because one, it had been up for 3 years, so what the fuck were you just now finding? And two is more of like a more personal, like, I don't know, like, I'm the kind of person who finds censorship in pretty much any form to basically be a violation of the First Amendment. As, I guess, weird as that sounds, it's just, like, I understand that you wouldn't want people hearing certain things, but I feel like rather than just completely removing those things, you can just, like, put a viewer discretion thing at the beginning. But I don't know. That's not the point. The point is, it got taken down for some of the conversations we were having while we were playing TTT. And at first, I'm like, okay, I'll go into it. I'll see what the problem was. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe I can repeal it. Maybe it's just some weird thing with the algorithm catching on. I go in. Character dies. Goes into a void, turns into a silhouette. I go, why am I so black? I'm like, okay, well, that's not too bad. I could probably easily repeal that. And then fucking Austin starts talking about how the rainbow got ruined. And I'm like, oh, okay, oh yeah, no, not getting repealed. So at that point, I'm like, okay, well, I could probably just like go into After Effects and mute the volume at that point. And then Austin and Zach lynched me from a tree. And I was just kind of dangling there by my neck, fully on camera. I'm pretty sure that video's not coming back up. Quite frankly, while I... Why? My opinion on the things that were said, since that's probably gonna be brought up by someone, is like Austin was very clearly going, just kind of, I guess, ape. I don't know. I want to say ape shit, but I feel like that's also not the proper, well, not proper, but like the correct word I want to use to describe it. But basically, he was just going off. He does that a lot. It's kind of why I don't hang out with him as much. Especially since I like to record shit, so like having him there just kind of becomes problematic sometimes, because I don't know if he's gonna be chill or if he's just gonna go off and start like word for word reciting like the fucking Unabomber Manifesto or fucking whatever. Like one of those books that if you buy, you get put on a watch list. So, I currently asked YouTube if there was any way for me to download the video from YouTube, since I do not currently have the video on my hard drive anymore. Waiting for a reply on that, but there's a good... Sorry. there's a good chance it's just gonna be down. Like, forever. Oh yeah, but what I was saying with whether or not I agree, like, I think his main conversation was that, like, people were abducting the rainbow and it was ruining it, which, like, on one hand, yeah, like, the LGBT community has been, like, openly and common knowledgeingly, like, trying to make anything even remotely rainbow related into a gay icon, but on the other hand, how the fuck does that ruin your enjoyment of something? Like, how is someone doing something a certain way ruin your enjoyment of a thing you like? Like if orange juice is your favorite fucking drink in the world, and everyone starts, like, drinking it with a fucking shot of barbecue sauce or some nonsense, you don't just suddenly stop liking orange juice because everyone's drinking it a weird way. No, you still like it, you just drink it the way you want to drink it. I personally, I think the rainbow's pretty cool. Not related to any gender, sex, or anything like that. Just, I think the fucking thing is pretty cool. It's a bunch of lights in different colors fucking streaking across the sky. How is that not cool? Like, so, like, I guess I agree with the thing that brought the conversation on in the first place, but not where the conversation went. But like I said, probably just get played safe and not record anything with Austin, which I do not hang out with him a lot in general. Pretty much CTT is the only time we really ever hang out, so it's not like a huge thing. The other thing I want to talk about on a less I guess, fuck off. Who did that? On a less, I'll stop getting distracted. I wanted to make this short, and it's already been 7 minutes. On a less, I guess, negative, point, is what I'm going to be doing with the D&D and all that shit. So I'm going to finish up adding Icespire Peak into Lost Mines of Fendilin, or whatever that place is called. Since I read that module, since we were getting close to the end of Lost Mine, and I'm like, okay, well, Icespire is literally just a bunch of side quests in the same area, so I can easily just combine the two. So I'm going to finish up doing that. Then I'm going to make a guideline for my friends to help make monsters for the Zelda D&D. Like, for statting them out, because I've been making good progress on the Zelda D&D, and it's coming along really well. But I'm at the point where I have to make the monster manual, and there are over 1,000 monsters. Not including like, I hate the term OC, because you fucking hear it, and you think you're talking about, like, somebody on DeviantArt, which I guess that goes back to the other thing, people not being able to ruin shit, but it is technically original characters, but they're, like, NPCs that are not mainly connected to their story and are just kind of there for boss fights, or, like, for example, one of them isn't really an OC as much as it's just a character we haven't actually seen, because, like, the campaign takes place 50 years before the events of Breath of the Wild. And one of the characters you're going to be able to see is Impa's daughter and Paya's mom. Technically didn't show up in any of the games, but it's going to be in the D&D. It's just going to be characters like that. And, like, they'll have boss fights and shit like that. But yeah, still over 1,000, so that's going to take a while. But then after I get the guideline, because my friends said they would help me, so I'm just going to make a little guideline for them on how to make those the right way. I am finally going to make the thumbnail for my Dragon Quest IX video, like my second run of the Nuzlocke, because I've been sitting on that for a few months now, which, to be fair, I moved into an apartment, like, I moved out of my fucking abusive parents' basement and into an apartment. So shit's been wild. Like, I was sleeping on the floor for 5 months. I got a nice bed now, though. But yeah, I'm gonna make the thumbnail. And the thing that I want to talk about that rounded up all the other information on that second part that I talked about, is that video is going to be the last series I do that uses the, like, My Hero Academia Adventure Time style of thumbnail. Because lagging. Because I'm building a new computer. Like, right now I've been using the same computer for like 10 years, and like, I want to go into animation, like 3D modeling and animation and all that shit. And I'm not talking about like, oh, someone just made like a little Blender video and made like this cool shit. I'm talking about like, I missed. Oh well. I'm talking about like actual big name animation shit. So I was actually going to make a 3D animated trailer for the Zelda D&D, and it was going to be part of my final for my college. And that's when I realized, or rather found out, that my current computer is not strong enough to handle rendering and modeling and shit. It ran super bad. So I need to make a new computer for rendering. I'm coming along on that nice. Should be done by the end of the month. But then after I do that, I'm saving up for 3ds Max, because it's just what I was trained with at school. It's what I know how to use. It's what I can do a lot better. Like, kind of sucks that's like a yearly investment of over $1,000, which is rough. But the stipulation is that if you're using it, you're supposed to be using it for work that will easily make you over $1,000 in a year. And that's the kind of work I'm trying to go into. I actually had a job offer that I had to turn down because of my computer not being strong enough. That was worth fucking $48 an hour. That one kind of hurt. Having to turn that down. But when I build my new computer, get 3ds Max back, I'm going to be changing, I guess, my channel's motif. I think is the right word. Like, I'm not going to be using the My Hero Academia stuff anymore. Because, for a few reasons. One, the novelty's kind of worn off. Like, I started doing that because of a conversation I had in a D&D group that, like, I don't even talk to half of the members anymore. And, like, the more and more I got along with it, the more and more it got complicated. So, it just kind of got weird novelty-wise. So, just don't want... I wanted to move on for something like that. Two, because I want to make all my shit, like thumbnails and channel icon and all that shit, in 3D. Because I am a lot better in 3D than I am at 2D. Like, in 2D, I kind of suck ass. It's why I did the Adventure Time style, because it's fucking easy, and even when you do it good, it's still kind of... Like, I love Adventure Time, but even when it's done good, the art style is a little crappy. So, I'm going to be moving over to 3D. And when I do, rather than just keeping the My Hero Academia stuff, at least for me... why? That happened twice. I'm going to be using... basically, I'm going to be making a character in the Zelda campaign, which would be like what character I would play if I wasn't the DM. And I'm going to be using that one for my channel. I already have an idea for it. It's pretty good, and I told my friends about it. Originally, I was going to have him in the D&D as just like a little cameo NPC, but my friends talked me into actually giving him a quest line and shit. So I'm going to be using that for my videos from then on. I don't know what I'm going to do for my friends if I put them in like the thumbnails or anything, because like on one hand, it would seem easy just to use their Zelda D&D characters, or if they don't have a Zelda D&D character, then just not include them in the thumbnail. But on the other hand, like, some of their characters do not quite line up with them. Like, Will. Will is, in real life, Will is a short white man. And his D&D character is a Gerudo, which is a tall black woman. So that one doesn't really add up all too well. I mean, it makes sense for his character, because his character is like a blacksmith that worked with Gorons and shit, and like uses heavy armor. And something really cool about his character that I like is they have a prosthetic arm that fits a ball and chain onto it. So like the chain goes through the arm and shit, and it's a really cool idea. So really excited for that. But like I said, yeah, that doesn't really add up all too well when you're trying to just show off a character in like a thumbnail, or technically speaking, an animation. Since I do plan on making animations once I get the 3D software, because like I probably should talk about like part of the reason I just record shit in general and why I'm like so pissed about the video getting taken down. It's because like I'm not really recording like just because I want to get a bunch of views and like get clout and make money off of ads and sponsors and shit like that. Like, I'm kind of just recording because I like recording. Like, I just kind of want to entertain people. I enjoy doing it. That's why I want to do it. So, seeing that one of my videos just got taken down without warning years after it was uploaded, it's kind of disheartening. Like, especially because, like, I have mentioned it a bunch of times, at least I'm pretty sure I have, that I do not monetize my videos, and I have no desire to. Basically, I actually need to see what I... Basically, okay, I'm going to... basically, I keep saying it. I do not monetize my videos, and I have no desire to, because to me, that's not really any, like, if you're just recording shit to get clout and be popular and get money off of that shit, then that's not really a good reason to be recording it. Like if I play a game or something, I'm not playing it because it's, like, trendy and people are gonna watch it. I'm playing it because I want to play it, and I think it'll be fun to record it. Like, it's also why I never, like, try and affect the algorithm and shit. Like, at the end of the videos, everyone always says, oh, make sure you like and subscribe, in, like, the cringiest, fucking most obviously forced way possible. Because if you say that, then the algorithm's like, oh, we need to make people watch this video, and it just gets them more views. And it's like, I'd rather just have like 10 people watch my videos that found it on their own than trying to fucking abuse an AI into getting me more views for something that people might not even want to watch. Like, I don't know, that's what it is. Like, I'm not doing shit because I want to make money off of the shit. It's why I also put at the end of all my videos, like, to consider donating to my Patreon, because one, when I first started doing that, I thought my art would be a lot more plentiful, but then I just had the issues with school, and then finding out that my computer is not strong enough to make the art, so I haven't actually been able to upload all too much there. But once I get the new computer, I do plan on uploading more art stuff, like just renders of characters, little animations I make, stuff like that. But I include the thing to my Patreon because, like, I would rather have someone, like, if I'm gonna make money off of these videos, I would rather have it because someone liked the video enough to where they decide, hey, yeah, I'll throw you $1, than just having people forcibly giving me money by having to sit through a stupid ad about nonsense for no reason that has nothing to do with the video. and they have to sit through like 2 of them, and then another one pops up every like 5 minutes, and it's just obnoxious. So by the way, I should probably also mention, if you ever see ads on my videos, please tell me, because they are not supposed to be ads, and that's like the main reason I do not monetize my shit, is specifically to avoid ads. So if ads start popping up on my video, like some of them have ads because of copyright shit. I can't do anything about that. It's like, oh, I played a fucking song in the background for too long, and now there's a copyright strike. So they have to put ads on them to fucking work with that. But yeah, so some of them do have ads, and I can't do anything about it. But the vast majority of my videos should not have any ads on them. So if ads are popping up, please tell me, because then at that point, there's no reason for me not to just monetize my videos. Because if there's already going to be ads on them, then there's no point. I think that's it. I don't think I'm missing anything. Yeah, I think I covered everything. Alright, yeah, so TTT videos down. Gonna be changing up my channel a little bit. And, yeah, just, if you like my shit, consider dropping $1 in the Patreon, or just even consider just fucking watching another video. I really don't care how you, like, if you like my shit, I don't care how you go about telling me you like my shit. Just let me know if you want to let me know.